The Allen Perspective.
What do you usually smoke? How you usually
But
smoke?
shit, I normally smoke the little pens now.
Like a vape?
Yeah, kind of like that. That's
Oh, vaporized. But you smoking flower.
yeah, that's. I don't know. It's a little with the liquid in there.
Yeah, like a vape.
Yeah, that's the you said.
You don't smoke flower like that?
Uh-uh.
Really?
I don't know.
Flower, grass.
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? You don't know your own life?
Yeah, I mean,
You don't.
I done smoked some of this, so I'm kind of like wavy right now.
You mostly smoke a vape.
Recently,
Really?
that's what I've been smoking, bro.
But you say you ain't smoked a blunt in a year.
Meaning the
Blunt wrap.
The blunt wrap, yeah.
So when you smoke flower,
Mm-hmm.
how do you usually smoke it?
A blunt. But I haven't, like I said, I ain't smoked in a while.
So unless you been smoking with me,
Yeah, just with you.
you ain't smoked.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you know that last joint we did when we
Yeah.
were doing the thing right there, yeah. That was my first time smoking in that in a minute.
Oh shit! I ain't even know that about you. I just assumed that you damn smoked on a regular.
Yeah, but I like that shit though. So that's what I was saying. I'm about to start getting on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we ain't got to worry about it, right? You just got to act right.
Yep. pretty
Show your
much.
paper.
Yep.
Show your papers. It comes with papers. That makes it easier. Like you, I mean, this is a weird way to start a podcast, but right into you act like you got some sense.
Mm-hmm.
And this doesn't come from just a white man saying this. This comes from
Right.
our clientele base is being very large, and right now, a lot of it being African American. Our customer base doesn't have a problem getting questioned on their flower.
Right.
They just say, no, it come from the holistic company. Here's the packaging it came in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that makes it easy. I could see like why you would switch to a vape
Yeah.
prior. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah,
more
well, I was
discreet.
kind of old school, like, so the era we come from anyway. Like, what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit.
I believe you're a little older than me, Seven.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh, yeah, I'm about 5 years younger than you. 5 years. On Wednesday this week, I'll be 35.
Yes, sir. Well, they say black don't crack.
All right, so tell us who you are, because a lot of people know who you are now. You turn some heads about everywhere you go. I told Warren it's like driving a Ferrari. Walking around with Seven's like driving a Ferrari. If you drive down the middle of Eastern North Carolina in a Ferrari, you're gonna turn some heads. Being 7'4", turn some heads. So
Exactly, man. Like, well, the people that don't know, I go by the name Sevenfoot, the tallest rapper in the game. I'm originally from Kinston, North Carolina, born and raised. Traveled all around the world, man, and just pushing this content is a beautiful thing, But yeah, recently, I say like a couple months back, I did go viral, and it was something so small that just changed my world.
Yeah.
Like small though. So we kind of were just going in sheets in Greenville, North Carolina, and my girl was like, everybody knows she's got heavy traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my girl like, yo, let's do a video of people reactions of you walking in. So I was like, well, I'm really just trying to get a drink and slide. I don't really want to do all that. She like, nah, let's do it. So I said, all right. So I ain't think nothing else of it. So she got the camera rolling, and the video looked so natural, like
oh, it was perfect. It wasn't scripted.
it's crazy. Like, so I walked in, the lady came out, but the guy, man, everybody loves his personality.
You about tall as a
Yeah,
sign.
everybody was like, yo, that is your typical
And he was
uncle
looking
or
like,
something.
Yeah.
At the cookout. That's the
Yeah.
one. But he cool as shit though. But yeah, man, the video. So she did the video and kind of posted it on TikTok, and we left it alone. We ain't even look at it or nothing because I wasn't even on TikTok at the time.
Yeah.
But so she came back around and was like, "Yo, this joint at such and such number. So she give me the phone, and it's just going up, like crazy comments, crazy interaction. It was just crazy, man.
How long did that take?
It kind of was like, to be honest, it was like an overnight thing.
When was this, by the way?
I want to say at least a couple months ago. Yeah.
Just a couple months. And where have you been since that video? Like, all right, so what's kind of cool about the way the internet works for me? So, you've been in our shop in Greenville. That's where we met. We'll get to that later. But in Greenville, I'm recognized. People know who I am when I'm going out because they come in our shop. So many people shop with us at this point. But if I go to Vegas, nobody's going to know, right? So, or if I go to Raleigh, unless I run into somebody I personally know, they're not going to know me in the same sense, right? So the thing about the internet is it doesn't seem to stay in those geographical areas. So
not at
you
all.
could be in Kinston, in your hometown, and people not know who you are.
Right.
But then you could go to Orlando, Florida, and be recognized. So explain the difference there on how that must. Like, where have you been since that video and been? What's the craziest place you've been recognized?
So we just shortly after that we went to Raleigh, North Carolina. So we went to Crabtree Mall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my girl was just like, this is our first time stepping out outside of what happened. So we ended up going, man, and we went in, and I'm talking about like every other person was like, oh, I remember him from TikTok. Or the little child was like, he's from TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So to get that type of recognition so rapid, I guess that's what kind of messed it up. But yeah, it was a good vibe. It was just a little different.
Cause if you're home in Kinston, you run into somebody at Food Line.
Right.
Yo, what's up, Sev? It's like they know you. They're supposed to know you. Y'all got some kind of past.
Right.
But meeting somebody in Raleigh or wherever, that just come. That's a weird thing, right?
Yeah, man. Then we went to Atlanta too. I went down. I flew down there. And kind of just chilled with some of my homeboys out that way, and we end up. It was some events that weekend too, and it's just everybody just kept saying TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you can be way over here, or that just show you the big impact that viral video did.
Yeah,
like it went all over.
What was that? 30 million closely, dude. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. That's why I was just like, yo, but just to be out, that's when you realize.
What's the population in the United States? 330 million. So, like 100th of a population. 100th.
Yeah.
1 in 100 people in America, roughly, know who you are, seen you.
Right.
That's a pretty wild.
Yeah, man. I'm
short math on that, but that's a pretty wild thing, really.
Yeah, and it was a short period of time too. That's what really blew my mind, just how fast then after I started getting hip to it, I started gradually just checking it more now. I'm like, let me check my Instagram, let me check it, and it's just like large amounts, like 400 people just followed you. 200 comments, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not used to seeing that, like, so that really blew my mind, like, but it's cool, man.
How do you manage the opportunities that's coming in? So, had we not met like we met, because we're working on some stuff, we'll get to that too.
Oh yeah.
But had we not met like we met, and I just reached out through your TikTok, well, that thing's always going off. Yes. Yeah. So, how are you capitalizing on, like, trying not to miss all those opportunities? Because there's people, I'm sure there's people in your inbox trying to do some cool stuff with you.
Oh yeah,
that's hard to keep up with, right? Like, so how do you miss, like, how do you keep from missing opportunities like what we come up with here recently? Just because if I wouldn't have had no other contact, right? I got your digits that night because that's the way you got to communicate when that inbox gets full. You know, you're gonna answer the phone.
Yeah. So I mean, I would say just trying to keep up on it. I would say I just try to be more consistent. You know, like constantly checking it. Boom, boom. Okay, let me check that. But yeah, man, like you can kind of tell what's spam or what's scamming or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I said, I just try to keep it at, okay, let me at least do 10 of the scammers right now. If
Yeah.
let me just keep swiping to delete them. Then it made more space for everybody else there. But then I look and I can tell the people that it's a real account, you know what I'm saying? So I just, if the business is right, you know, we converse a little bit and we make it happen. So
All right, so before all the giant life started, I want to know, like pre-giant life, like going back, when did you know you were tall, right? And then like, how did you grow up?
well, you know, I came from a small town, so if a lot of people don't know, Kinston is known for a lot of NBA players or coming straight from there going to the league. You know what I'm saying? We had Reggie Bullock, Kevin Ingram, Jerry Stackhouse. The list go on. You know what I'm saying? But so they thought like, yo, he's super tall. This guy's going to the league. It's no question about it. So you know, I was playing ball at the time, but then I ended up going to a prep school. I met this guy. I went to a church thing with my mom. He was like, yo, pack your bags, come on up there now. And this before I really did my research on the prep school. But a lot of people came from there too, from the NBA.
Yeah.
And I went there and it was cool. But after a while, I just felt like it's getting weird. You know, nobody here. They kind of put more onto the religious side of everything.
Yeah.
It's not just like a prep school. It's like a Christian prep school. So I was battling with trying to juggle that too. But so I ended up going back home. And then it was kind of like, damn, I didn't go to the league right then. So what do I do? So my thing is I'm still trying to keep up with that lifestyle and that image. So I ended up getting in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure that I'm good or I'm fly or I got a little bread in my pocket. But I did that for a little bit. But then
Did you ever get in trouble in that time?
Because at the time I wasn't really, you know, a lot of my homies, they was posted on the block.
Yeah.
I'm 7 feet tall. What am I going to stand on a block for, you know?
Yeah.
So I did more
Background stuff.
Yeah, background. So I ended up just doing that. And then after a while, I was just like, I want to change my stuff around. My homeboy got pulled and he got hit. And I was just like, you know what? And he's sitting for a little minute. In my mind, I'm thinking, if he getting 5 or whatever, what can I do with that time? Like, you leaving for that long, and it's like, that's a big chunk.
Yeah.
You know, to people that's used to being in that lane, that's a short. But people that haven't, that's a chunk of your life gone.
Yeah.
You can't get that back.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what changed my perspective on the whole thing. So right now, I want to do the things that make sense. Also doing the things that make me happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you figured it out, man. You got a couple businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been doing the Giant Life brand for a while, you know, and it don't really cater to just the tall community. It's pretty much anything you do in life, do it big.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just ran with that. That was just my thing that I would say, my slogan or whatever. But yeah, man, we just been pushing it. And then after a while I started doing I've been doing the music, but so I dropped a couple projects on that, a couple visuals, and kind of, you know, you got to have tough skin in this industry, though. And that's why a lot of people are like, well, man, I don't see your vision. I don't see why you're tall and not playing basketball. But I try to explain to people that everybody's designed different. Like, if I wasn't this tall, would you approach me the same way if you see me in a mall or whatever, if I was just a regular height? No. So me being different, that's what makes me push to do different shit.
Yeah.
Or do the stuff that y'all wouldn't expect me to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just, like I said, I started pushing that, and then, you know.
Being tall is a big thing that probably saved you then. Like.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Because I know if I would have been a average guy, I would have been engaging in a lot more activities than what I was supposed to. So I feel like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
God might have been like, look, I'm gonna put you this height that way. You're not gonna go do this or go do that, and so it all worked out for the good.
Yeah. You and your wife do cats?
Oh yeah, man.
Dogs?
We do a lot of exotic animals too. We got Sphinx cats, we got bully cats.
Explain that real quick.
Well, my girl.
Because it's on the label, so I want the people that listen to know what that means.
Yeah.
Everybody else, it'll just be a mystery.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's our Sphinx cats, man. We rocking right now. We've been doing it for a couple of years now, but my girl was like, yo, I want a Sphinx cat. I'm like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood, so all the thing I see was the furry cat. So she like, oh, let me show you. So she Googled it, put them up. I was like, yo, hell nah. We not getting this. That shit looked crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she was just like, oh, well, I want one. And I said, all right, happy wife, happy life, I guess.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab one. So we go get one.
Where'd you have to go for that?
We drove to St. George. I think that's like an hour from Vegas.
Uh-huh.
So that was a little hike, man, for me, in my mind, to go get a cat. You know what I'm saying? But we get there. I see the cat. I didn't even want to touch the cat, bro. Like, the face alone spooked me out. But once I got it home, man, and kind of played with him and interact with it, it was a go. So then we ended up getting more, and then we started breeding them. And that's where we at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
and then dogs.
Yeah, we got dogs as well. We got bullies. We got English bulldogs, Frenchies, you name it, man. I got it. I just
how can they find that? You got like a website they can be directed to, or is it all social media?
Yeah,
all word of mouth? What?
Yeah, it's on social media too. You can go on my Instagram, Tallest Rapper #1, or you can go on my Facebook, and I constantly post my animals. I just recently got a albino ball python, and I just got it for the color, to be honest, man. My homeboy Izzy, he got a little thing going on with the reptile, so he pulled that one out, and I was like, yo, that joint look crazy. I need this one. So we end up locking in, and I got one from him. They dope, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he showed me a little bit of that stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was with y'all that day. You got some? All right. So we'll just look this way. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Euro Gotti. That's him right there. Man, he done did videos and music with Future, Lil Baby, the list go on. He out there Atlanta holding it down. Shout out to him.
He got an editing team, or he does all that himself?
Nah, we do that. That Giant Life Films right there. We do everything. Like when it comes to the visuals. See, the song name is Cold, so we made it look like it was snowing in the studio. Yeah, that's my homeboy Shot Left out of Detroit. We really just did these records like last minute. I was just in the city. We were just like, yo, let's go whip up. You know what I mean? So we went out in the studio, blowing a little bit, sipping, and we came up with some records, man. Like,
that's how it works.
The videos did same night though. Like,
get into the plans, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's my answer for a lot of things. That's where my motivation comes from.
Yeah.
I get a little stagnant in business.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little slow on some ideas. Yeah. I'll tell Warren real quick, hey man, we're gonna have to sit back. We're gonna have to blow it down.
Yeah.
And just get creative. Whether that's for marketing or whether that's like, well, you saw how quick it happens for us sometimes, right? The night we met.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom,
spot,
boom.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was high as hell, bro.
Right.
So you keep me elevated, and my brain works a little better.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man.
And you might have to filter through the bullshit ideas too, right?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Like, you got, especially you smoking, you gonna come up with some crazy stuff, but if you can land 10% of those ideas, they're gonna be ideas that ain't many people thought about, or at least not thought about executing.
Right.
Like we come up with our little skit that night real quick.
Fast,
You know, and then we said, okay, we can lay out. We've already got 100 ideas to launch this new idea that we talking about, which we're gonna get into here in just a second. But
yes, sir.
now that's good production, dude.
Yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Like my girl, she mainly do a lot of the edits, but you know, she take a lot of time and she put a lot of effort into her craft, man. She dope. She dope with the edits. I like.
You got a show coming up, huh?
Oh yeah.
Let's plug that, because that's something we can both benefit from dropping. So,
oh yeah.
Warren, what's that date? The 17th of November.
Yep, 17th.
Tell us what's going on.
Man. It's going down in a major way. You know what I'm saying? We doing a listening party, and for those there's like artists, it's a listening party. I might be vibing a little bit, but it's not like a concert or nothing like that. It's just for y'all to kind of catch a vibe and listen and see what we got going on. Also, it's the day of me dropping the juice. So anybody that do pull up, you'll be a part of history. You know what I'm saying? Y'all will be sipping it for the first time before it's really put out in the market. So, you know, I'm excited about that.
That's a fun thought.
Yeah.
That's a fun thought. We're going to make sure we have a big day. And we're going to do our part at the Holistic Company to make sure.
Oh, yeah, in a major way, man.
That we keep everybody elevated throughout the process.
Yeah, so man.
What are we listening to, by the way? It's you got an album release, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a project called Lucky 7. I'm finna drop. It's crazy, man, and it's showing the versatility. A lot of people know me for being kind of more in the hip hop side. You know, obviously that's my comfort zone, but I just had to show people that I can give it up in a different way. So this project right here is more hood, more street, more 808 beats and stuff like that. So, you know the shit y'all vibe to. But yeah, we finna drop that. And like I said, I want y'all to pull up, man. I'm excited, man. I feel good about this.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a spot. We're gonna host it, so we're gonna make sure we do our part, like I said, to keep everybody elevated and comfortable. But we're gonna have a fun night. I'm ready.
Sir,
I'm looking forward to that. I was about to get to something else too, but I've drawn a blank. That peach ring's kind of whooping my ass.
Oh yeah, man. My ass was already. I took a couple pulls and it's like, yo, I'm on cloud 100.
Yeah, I mean, it is something different. It takes a lot to get me to this point. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I'm there. So, what are we missing? I feel like, what are we missing? What do you want to talk about?
I mean, yeah, man, whatever, bro. Like, it's just so many different business endeavors that's finna take place. And I'm super stoked for that. I'm super stoked with just meeting you guys too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a good energy about y'all.
It's been fun.
And like I said, I want everybody that's surrounding areas, man, New Bern, Jacksonville, Greenville, wherever, man, pull up to the is Holistics.
Yeah,
Holistic Company, man. They some solid dudes. Products good people, good. You know, everything, man. Y'all just pull up and support, man.
Oh shit! I was about to miss the whole giant juice. So he just mentioned I'm gonna drop the juice, but so to give y'all a little background, Seven pulled up at the shop one night, and we showed him what our drinks were about. We hung out for a little while. We did a little skit, got some attention on social media. Was like, hey, we need a link on something. We gonna make something work. So we come out with this juice.
Yes, sir.
We got we're gonna drop 3 flavors to start with: a giant punch, an orange sickle, and a 7-Aid.
Yes, sir, man. And the ingredients and man, the flavor is crazy. So we can't wait to let y'all
And they work.
taste it. Yeah, it works.
Most importantly, they work.
Very smooth, man. Like, you know, some of the flavors definitely gonna bring you back to the old days. This to my '80s babies, and you know.
Yeah, well, we wanted a little bit of that culture in there by design, right? Like,
yes.
so we got some future ideas too, but we wanted to drop something that was kind of like back that old school, you know, 5 to 10 years old, running around buying a Jungle Juice or whatever other brand. There was a couple brands floating around. For me, it was Jungle Juice, but it's gonna give you kind of those old school vibes, but get you really high.
Yeah, get you.
Look at the way we got the serving broke down. So it says beginner quarter bottle, intermediate half a bottle, high AF whole bottle.
Yeah, so it's all about who you know what you do. You smoke more, you don't smoke a lot. It give you the options.
You can have that 50 milligram challenge.
Yeah, but I would say, you know, be in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah. Well, we got a disclaimer for that, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So not for anybody under 21, and you shouldn't try to operate a machinery or a vehicle with this product.
Not at all.
Being consumed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the design. The design in the background was the way you may see the world after you've had that full bottle.
Exactly.
Everything get a little distorted.
Yeah, man. So y'all definitely be looking for that, man. We finna drop real soon.
Yeah, the 17th with everything else. So keep your
that
eye out. We're gonna be working on some stuff promoting this thing. So y'all push that content. We're gonna get creative, get Seven out there, and push some of these drinks and start building the hype up. But y'all see it, y'all share it.
Yes, sir. Most definitely, man.
I'm good, man. I don't really have anything else. Appreciate you coming in. I do want to talk to you a little offset just to make sure we're on the same. We got a few things to work out here before we can go full circle, but we're close, and we'll keep you guys updated. But I appreciate you coming in and talking, sharing with my people who you are, because I see us working together on more than just this. And so what a good way to introduce like my audience to you, because I think that you'll be a familiar face going forward. So
most definitely, man.
I appreciate you coming in.
The Allen Perspective.